our personal energy, like our level of energy, there's many factors. It's actually each plane of being influences our energy levels. So we have purely the physical. And here's the thing is most people go about it like yourself in the sense of I need to upgrade my diet and, my like physical health to have more energy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually a backwards way of thinking about it in the sense of that's upgrading the vehicle to hold the life force. It's not actually upgrading the life force itself necessarily, if that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense.
So the vehicle, getting your vehicle, you're good to go, brother. You got a good vehicle to hold energy in. We can start doing different tweaks and experiments within the diet and exercise to increase energy levels. Um, on the physical plane, what I find to be most effective is looking at intensity, levels of intensity. For instance, if I do like a run, like a hard, intense, like 100-meter to a mile run, whether it's a sprint or this is fast and as focused, as intense as I can, like
Mm-hmm.
my energy levels are much higher after. If I do some primal power movements, some primal jumps, right? That helps invigorate energy, right? And as being men, testosterone and energy levels go hand in hand. I remember when I used to work out for like football so hard, so intensely, right? It'd be me and my buddies like psyching each other up, like screaming up in the weight room, just like getting so intense, getting so primal about things. And like that increases the flow of energy through you. So on the physical plane, just like upgrade the vehicle to flow and hold life force. But now let's go to like the mechanisms within the mind and emotion that actually like facilitate high levels of energy. And the first thing is like it's being inspired. It comes back to a burning desire. It comes back to wanting and choosing life and knowing like what the hell I'm here to do. So if I wake up and like I'm drifting and I'm not sure what I really want to do today and I'm indecisive about things and nothing's like really pulling me through life, like I'm like my tendency is actually going to be low levels of energy, you know?
Yep.
And energy is a virtue. Like this is a very like ungrasped concept is like even when we're tired, showing up and faking it and like not yeah, like faking it till you make it like kind of in a sense is like showing up with energy and being energetic about the task you've set for yourself to do is a way to like build momentum in energy. And in terms of burning desire, it's like being inspired by life, being inspired by your vision, being inspired by what you're creating, like that brings like that energy level up. Um, on like the next plane, a good view would be before we get into like breath work, is realizing that we have this unique set of energy gifted to us in this lifetime. And that might look like 20% social. For me, it's like 20% social. It's like 60% service and devotion. And then it's like 20%, like I forget my exact like makeup. But what that means to me is that if we're not connected to our authentic, like our nature, our deep nature, our natural streams of energy, we're going to be operating with like this part not online, We're not firing on all levels. And a way to like increase energy I've realized in my life is like when I found friends and started like taking tribe and communions with others really seriously. Every single time I do that, I feel more energy. I guess noticing like what increases your energy levels, whether it is meditating, whether it's laughing with friends, whether it's walking in nature peacefully, whether it's running in nature intensely, whether it's learning these kinds of ideas and things. I know for me, like tapping into some of this esoteric knowledge or ancient texts, like all of a sudden my mind will get so active and my energy levels will increase, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So like taking note of like what it like what deeply connects to my natural energy, you know? We essentially just need to realize a higher blueprint of ourselves and allow it to funnel into this vehicle. Okay. And in terms of funneling life force into this vehicle, is let's remove impediments, and that's what I see breath work as. Breath work is like charging and basically allowing the waters to merge. So a fast way to feel drained in life is to be tense and force your way through things and like never just breathe in the silence and breathe with the self. And by doing breath work, yin or yang, okay? Yin breath work would be like laying on your back in nature and like breathing through your spine and releasing it through your whole body, and breathing through your spine and releasing it through your whole body. And this will allow, like, this actually might make you feel more tired at the end of it, you know? But essentially it will allow your body to move and be a better channel for life force, you know? And it's
Yeah.
like this idea of a sponge, becoming a good sponge. So life force and energy is something you can turn on or off, and it's something that fluctuates through the day. All of a sudden I might be really tired, you know, okay, I need to go honor myself, I need to go be yin, I need to go meditate, I need to go listen to a book and walk in nature, you know? And then it's like, okay, I know I have this container coming up for coaching and work. I'm going to freestyle rap, maybe do some primal power movements. And this is all inner alchemy. You know, how can we purify the vehicle to allow more life force to flow through us? But on top of that, how can we access the reserves, or I guess our natural blueprint? Our natural blueprint is thriving vitality. Like, that is literally the gift we are endowed with. How can we stop blocking that, you know? And it's very simple to look at where are we far from that image in our life. You know, I know for me, like on days that I don't work and don't do anything, if I'm not like inspired, it's hard for me to transition, you know, and I'll often get like in the chaotic just kind of whirlwind, and my energy levels will just deteriorate, and I'll find myself drifting, consuming more, like hurting my vehicle of life force, you know, and all these things. And it's like, oh, okay, I need a directive, I need a mission that inspires me. That's like, for me, that equals health. um so energy alchemy goes deep, brother, and like I have a lot of playlists on the inner alchemy of energy. I would say work, like for you, you are very focused on the vehicle, and upgrading the vehicle. I would love to talk to you more about exercise and what your exercises look like, because a lot of exercise these days is like monotone, and that actually doesn't like increase energy like rapid, like interval training can, you know? So like how we exercise, how we breathe, breath work every day, like at least 30 minutes of breath work. Like me personally, I like to do like 30 minutes of breath work where it's just breath focused. This clears everything. And then after that, do like 5 to 10 minutes of some aspiration and manifestation work. So more like mental type meditation. But the breath work, like that's charging life force. I have so many videos on the breath work, and the breath is really the a critical tool in inner alchemy. Um, and then finally, so we have like the ways we can exercise and eat better, the breath work, which is critical. I guess honoring your cycles and realizing life isn't about having high energy. It's about like realizing and like cultivating a character that, you know, is firm and is honored in both. You know, like the darkness, for me, the darkness is really low energy. Just it's just my makeup, you know, and it's like there's so many lessons to learn there if we can just show up for ourselves in those moments. Um, and then the final thing, man, is just being pulled through life, having a burning desire, like knowing like what you want in maybe this cycle or for your life, a burning desire. Like it's not that we're lazy, you know, like just like the quote goes, we're not lazy. Your dream doesn't inspire you, you know?
Yeah.
And like I think about people who drink Red Bulls and eat bullshit, don't even know what the gym is, like have no concept of personal health, but operate 10 levels higher than most everyone else in terms of effectiveness and like production and energy output. And those would be like CEOs in upcoming tech companies.
Yeah.
And yeah, their body's going to break down when they're 40, and they're going to have a heart attack at 55, like 300 pounds overweight. But at the same time, like operating in less than desirable conditions, they seem to be able to generate 3x the amount of energy as most like vegans who are so into their lifestyle and health and energy levels. So it's like, okay, mind comes first. Mind comes first.
Yeah, that's a very good